Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, word to my brethren all around the world watching this video. Hope you're having a great day today as you're tuning in. Do yourself a damn favor, hit the subscribe button, and surely you will not be disappointed. Now, let's get into it. Let's get into the boxing. Kugan Cassius, first of all, big shout out to Kugan Cassius and IFL TV. Massive fan of the channel. Watch a lot of his interviews. Really good stuff. He did an interview with Paulie Malignaggi, and I'll leave it in the description for you guys, so you guys can go watch it for yourself. Basically, he did an interview with Paulie Malignaggi at the Derek Chisora Dillian White weigh-in, because the fight is not too far away. You know, as I'm shooting this video, it's 10:31 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, December the 21st. So we're about I would say about less than 15 to 16 hours away from Dillian White, Derek Chisora, as I'm shooting this video. But he was at the weigh-in, and that's where Kugan interviewed him. And in the midst of talking about this week's fight between Chisora and White, he obviously asked him about what the biggest hot button topic in boxing is, which is Tyson Fury versus Deontay Wilder and Anthony Joshua in the heavyweight division. That's what everybody's talking about right now. And quite frankly, until we get these big fights, that's what people will continue to talk about. And when people are talking about the heavyweight division as much as they're talking about the heavyweight division, that's when you know boxing is truly in a not a good place, but a great place. So he was talking about it, and he basically just said that he mentioned that Deontay Wilder was unhappy with his scorecard, and saying that Tyson Fury won the fight, and he actually said he was even willing to debate Deontay Wilder. So I'm gonna get into it. I'll play you guys some of the audio, and we'll dissect from there. Here's what he had to say.
The fight that we could see in this country is Joshua to fight Tyson Fury in this country.
Yeah.
Who would you edge in that fight?
I think right now I edge Fury.
Yeah.
I edge Fury in this fight. And that's no disrespect to guys like Joshua, or even guys like Wilder for that matter. You know, and I had heard that Wilder was unhappy with some of the comments I made. You know, and I'm open to any debate about how I achieved my scorecard and how.
What specific comments from you was Wilder unhappy about?
I don't know. I think the fact that I thought it was a robbery. But like I said, I'm not gonna put it out there like that. But I think I think I welcome the debate with Wilder. You know what I'm saying? Because it's never on a personal level.
Talk to him, Paul.
I don't have any interest in any fighter. You know, and I think on any given level, I don't have any really interest even in who the promoter's fighter is of the show. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching the fight and I defend who I think won the fight. You know, and I think when I think it's that obvious, I get a little bit more emotional about it. But of course, even on Showtime, I was angry when Mauricio Herrera didn't get the decision against Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia is a guy I consider, a guy I'm very cool with. A guy who I was also the Heyman fighter at the time. You know what I'm saying? I didn't care. I thought Herrera won, and I put it out there. You know what I'm saying? I think Golovkin and Canelo, I didn't work the fight, but I felt like Golovkin won the fights, both fights, and I put it out there. And of course, same thing with Wilder and Fury. I think to that extent, Wilder's the Heyman guy, and he's a Showtime guy. And if he had been robbed, I would have went to bat for him. If I felt he'd been robbed. But I didn't feel that. So I felt like I just kind of go with what I think the sport decides on who wins the fights. And unfortunately, many times in boxing, messed up judges or commissions or whatever get involved and change the results for us or give us the results that probably aren't justified. Even in the Canelo situation, I got Golden Boy blocking my credential on any Canelo fights. You know what I'm saying? I've been blocked 2 times by British networks. The British networks that wanted me to work with the Canelo fights, and I couldn't do it. You know what I'm saying? So, but no, I don't care. I stand my ground as far as my beliefs. And like I said, I welcome any debate because I'm not one of these half-ass reporters who sit in press row and don't understand what they're watching. There's media reporters who've been watching this shit for years who don't know what they're watching. I can actually specifically, in detail, tell you how we got there. And I dare you to debate me on how you got there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not any of these other people. I'm not Dan Rayfield, who scored the fight 114, 112 for Wilder. I can't even tell you how you got there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that guy. You know what I'm saying? I can specifically detail every single round for you. if that's what we need to do, so that you know that I'm not against you personally, but and just any of the other fighters as well. And I mean, Danny were always cool even after that I announced Herrera and Garcia. You know, it is what it is. I defend the sport because I believe nobody's bigger than the sport. Nobody should be bigger than the sport.
So you welcome a debate with Wilder at any time?
I'll debate with anybody.
Yeah.
I'll tell you about anytime. Like I said, and once you get the debate, I think you'll understand that it's from a tactical perspective that I reached this conclusion. I mean, don't get me wrong. Most people reach the conclusion I got to. It ain't like it's rocket science, but you know, some people probably have a bit of a rooting interest for Wilder, and they don't have the same mindset. But again, I can just tell you how I got there myself. You know, some people can't tell you how they got there regardless of who they have winning. You know what I'm saying? I can tell you how I got there specifically in detail. You know what I'm saying? And then challenge you to challenge that.
All right, so they have Paulie Malignaggi. First of all, challenging Deontay Wilder to a debate. Now, when Wilder, if he does get wind of this, which I'm sure he will, because boxing's a small world, you know. Sure, he probably has gotten wind of it already, but when he does respond to it, if he should respond to it, will he take Paulie up on that offer? It'd be great to see, like, maybe Showtime do a segment, and then, hey, don't pay me no fee, Showtime, if you happen to do this. But here's an idea: why don't you have Paulie and Wilder sit down in a room with a big ass screen, and you have Paulie break down tactically where he thought Wilder was in the fight, and then you have Wilder tell Paulie where he's wrong. And that could be a segment for Showtime. See, there you go. Don't free of charge, Showtime. You ain't got to pay BT for that. But honestly, a lot of Paulie said I like what he said because first of all, no one fighter, I don't care how much I like them, is bigger than the sport of boxing. That's number one. So that part I really like that he said that. And number two, you know, Wilder did lose the fight. We know that. We know that. Now, I will say this. Look, I will say this because when you watch it a second time, while the fight, to me at least, the fight was closer than I thought it was when I first watched it. I gave Wilder maybe about an extra ounce, so a little close with the 2 knockdowns. So it was a closer fight than I had it when I first watched it. But even with it still being a close fight, the rounds 3-1 were so clear, were so easy to score that although it was close, it was clear, okay? Let me repeat that again. Although it was close, it was clear, okay? Because fights can be close, but they're not always clear. This one was one of those situations where both fighters did some really good things. It was close, but it was clear for Fury. Now, I think the onus is on Deontay Wilder, straight up. If you really think you won this fight and you want to really, like, sit here and talk about how, you know, you got cheated and you got this and you got that, and if you have a sincere problem with something that Paulie Malignaggi said in his quotes or criticisms of the fight, then you need to now confront him because he has extended the invitation to you. And you know what? Truthfully speaking, I might take Paulie Malignaggi up on his offer whenever I see him, because you know, there's one fight in particular I highly disagree with him on, and I have no problem telling him why I think he's wrong. Which that fight being Ward Kovalev won. I remember he said Andre Ward won. I think he's clearly wrong, but that's another discussion for another day. With that being said, man, we just want to like when Paul. Okay, now when Paul is like this, which is pretty much like 99%, 98% of the time he's like this. He's pretty balanced. He's pretty fair. He's a very good boxing analyst. He's arguably in the eyes of many people in terms of modern day boxing analysts. He might be the best one. You know, he really the best one until he talks about Manny Pacquiao. Then he loses all reasoning whatsoever. Because he's the same guy who said that Pacquiao would be the greatest fighter of all time, would be Miguel Cotto, and then he beats Miguel Cotto in convincing fashion, and now the guy can't stop talking about how Manny Pacquiao's on PEDs, despite the fact that Manny Pacquiao never once failed a PED test, never once had Memo Heredia as a strength and conditioning coach, and has been taking the most stringent drug testing we have available in boxing, otherwise known as VADA. So with that being said, other than that, Paulie's a pretty spot-on guy. I had no complaints or qualms about Paulie Malignaggi. But yeah, Showtime. Just whoever watches this video, because sometimes I don't be watching these damn videos. But if someone from Showtime or someone who's in the boxing television industry should come across this video on True School Sports, do yourself a damn favor. As I said in the beginning of my videos, do yourself a damn favor. Listen to what I'm telling you, and take me up on my idea. Set up a bunch of cameras. You set up one wide shot, one narrow shot, one over there. Put Paulie and Deontay in the room, and you have them break down why you have Paulie break down to Wilder why Fury was outboxed. I mean, you have Wilder try to explain why he thought he won the fight, and you know, I'm sure it makes maybe some great television. So, you know, Paulie Malignaggi, great stuff from him. Look forward to his commentary this week for the big fight with White and Chisora. With that being said, looking forward to being live here in roughly 12 hours or so. I'll be live before the fight. I'll be live during the fight, and I'll be live in the morning. I'll be live in the afternoon, and I'll be live at night. We're gonna put in a full days of work tomorrow. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Paulie Malignaggi challenges Deontay Wilder. Look squarely into the camera and let's Kugan Cassius know, and let's Wilder know, hey, you were wrong. It's nothing against you personally. I just think you lost the fight, and I'll break it down round by round, moment by moment, and tell you why you lost the fight. So let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Take the time to subscribe, and like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me, but I'm just a kid from Dane. So until next time, take care, guys.